Hello and welcome to Big Orbit Games unboxing video of the new Wave 8 X-Wing Inquisitor's toy. My name is Simon. I'm going to be doing the unboxing today, so what I'm going to do is open it up and just show you the contents of it. Now, rather than watching me cut through clamshell packaging, here's one I opened earlier. So let's open this up and take a look. So this is part of the new Wave 8, so we've got Inquisitor's toy, Punishing One, Ghost and the Mist Hunter, all in this wave. So this is your Imperial reinforcement. Let's just open this up and get the model out, although I'll show you that in detail towards the end. Save the best till last, as they say. So, pull these out. These are sort of useful to keep to one degree. So this just lists all the upgrades and cards you're getting inside the pack, and there's plenty in there, but also it gives you the dial, and this can be useful. Cut this out and keep hold of this, just so you've got a record of sort of like what the manoeuvres are like, useful if you're playing against them. So, let's not waste too much time, let's dig straight into here. So, as always, plenty of tokens in there. If I can get into the packaging, no, I'm just going to rip through it. There we go. So, we've got in here all the ship tokens and bits and pieces you need, so shields and focus tokens and number designators. We also have its maneuver dial here, which is quite interesting. It's very maneuverable down at the low speed ranges. Not much going into the faster ones though, only a couple of 4s and only 1 5. But plenty of movements around the 1 2s and 3s, so it's quite an agile little one, just not the fastest ship out there. So I'll move on to the cards, so I'll come to the upgrade cards in a moment. So we have the Inquisitor, the big title card. So the Inquisitor's tie is dubbed the TIE Advanced Prototype from, and it's from the Rebels cartoon series. Very good series, highly recommend watching it. So pilot skill 8, 2 attack, 3 defense, 2 hull and 2 shield. So like most ties, a little bit weak down on the hull values, but decent defense. So just hope you roll those evades. His ability is when attacking with your primary weapon at range 2 to 3, treat the range of the attacker's range 1. So he's effectively always rolling 3 dice. Can't complain at that, can you? He's got plenty of talents on there: focus, target lock, barrel roll and boost. He's also got the elite pilot talent and missiles. And clocking at 25 points, that's not too bad at all for the Inquisitor. I really like that guy, so I probably see him flying around quite often. Next up we have Valem Rudor. So 22 points this time. You go down to pilot skill 6, still the same stats, actions and upgrades, but after defending you may perform a free action. So this could be useful if you're being targeted multiple times, maybe grab yourself an extra evade or a boost maybe, maybe get yourself out of position or a barrel roll. So interesting one with Valem Rudor. I like that one. I think a lot of options you can go for there. We have Baron of the Empire, so no abilities on here. It's down to pilot skill 4, same stats, same upgrade slots, but clocking in at 19 points, so cheaper alternative, but no abilities on there. We then have the Sinar Test Pilot, down to pilot skill 2 now, still the same stats, still the same actions, no elite pilot talent though, just the missile upgrade, and 16 points, so you're dropping 3 points from the Baron for the loss of the pilot skill. And also the loss of the elite pilot talent upgrade, so quite a significant drop, and can't imagine seeing many of those being played. Then we have the reference card for modification styles and boost actions, which if you've played the game, you know, hopefully know how those work. So on to the upgrades, we've got a reprint here of Deadeye. I've seen this quite a while ago in earlier waves. You may treat the attack target lock header as attack focus instead, and when an attack instructs you to spend a target lock, you can spend a focus token instead. So nice and simple Deadeye. We have the homing missiles as well, again another reprint we've seen before, so it's an attack, spending a target lock to discard this card to perform the attack as you do with all missiles. Then the defender cannot spend evade tokens. There we go. So I'm not going to go into detail because we've seen these before. So we do however have the XX23 S-Thread Tracers, which is a bit of a mouthful. So 3 red dice at ranges 1 to 3, only costs a point. It's an attack focus, so discard this card to perform the attack. If this attack hits, each friendly ship at range 1 to 2 of you may acquire a target lock on the defender, then cancel all dice results. So it does no damage, but everyone gets a target lock. So this would be really useful in sort of like a swarm situation, So it's not like the most astounding card they've ever printed, but I think it's got a lot of interesting applications for passing around lots of target locks. We have guidance chips, arguably one of the more exciting upgrades from this wave, one that a lot of people are after. So it's a modification, it costs nothing. So what do you get for 0 points? Well, once per round, when attacking with a torpedo or missile secondary weapon, you may change one die result to a hit result or a crit result if your primary weapon value is 3 or higher. So this is just guaranteeing that your bombs or missiles get at least one hit. And again, a lot of ships are, several ships have primary weapon values of 3, so it's, you're guaranteeing crit result for 0 points, and it's a modification, so you're not even using up an upgrade slot to do it. This is a fantastic upgrade card, and arguably one of the best reasons to buy an Inquisitor's tie, even if you're not an Imperial player. Then we have the tie V1, so assuming version 1 of the prototype. It's a tie advanced prototype only title, costs a single point, and after you acquire a target lock, you may perform a free evade action. So getting free evade tokens just for getting a target lock. I can see this being equipped on pretty much every time you're going to be flying one of these. I can't see many reasons not to, seeing as it's only 1 point. So there we go, that's all the upgrade cards from the Inquisitor's tie. Some interesting cards in there. You wouldn't expect this to be a bit of a missile ship, but that's what it is. Like I said, that guidance chip is just fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I should just show you this way. So here we are. So this is the Inquisitor's tie itself. Just going to do that so the camera focuses. It is quite small. Unfortunately, I don't have a normal tie advance to show you compared to it, but it is very small, especially without having the bulbous back bit that we're used to having for the tie advanced. The detailing is really nice. The paint schemes come out nicely as well. I'm quite impressed with this little guy. I mean, he doesn't look particularly dominating or formidable on the table. There's not much to it. It just looks like a slightly curvier, slightly bulkier, normal TIE fighter, really. But I like it. I think it's quite a cute little ship. I like that you've got the paneling on the inside and then it's protected on the outside. Really shows off the fact that it is shielded. So yeah, that's the model for it. I think it's quite cute, it's quite nice looking, but like I said, it doesn't particularly strike or instill fear in your opponent seeing these, because they are a little bit dinky, and so reminiscent of just obviously normal TIE fighters, which you can shoot down in droves with just about any other ship. So, there we go, that is everything in the Inquisitor's tie. I'm going to keep going on about it, but I love the guidance chip, I think that's fantastic. The S-thread traces is an interesting one if you're running a missile based, if you're running sort of like a semi-swarm list. And the TIE V1 I don't think you'd leave home without on one of these, because for 1 point, perform a target lock and get free evade action. What's not to love about that? So it's not the most exciting ship itself if you just ignore the upgrade cards. It's not particularly doing anything overly new or unique for the Imperials, but I think it's definitely at least running through the middle of the Imperials, and I do think it's a worthwhile addition to the fleet, because it doesn't completely upset the game and doesn't completely alter or make any other particular ship redundant either, so which is always nice. It's not good when you get a brand new ship appearing in your wave of X-Wing and it just completely invalidates a previous one. So I don't think the TIE Inquisitor does that. I think players are going to find a nice new little role for it to use at some point down the road, so I hope to see it appear in some Imperial Aces lists at some point, so I think it does deserve a place in them. So yeah, so there we go. That is everything you get in the Inquisitor's TIE Pack. Now remember, everything you've seen here today can be bought and sold on our website as individual components, so all the upgrade cards and tokens, everything sold individually and can be traded into us individually on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Remember to like and subscribe. Join me later, I'll be unboxing the rest of Wave 8 so you can see everything else that's just come out for X-Wing. I hope you've enjoyed watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.